What up, survivors? Welcome to D180, the horror movie podcast, taking you on a ride. Thanks for riding with us. I'm AJ.
I'm Janae.
And I'm Brittany.
And moving right along with our August theme, Be Our Guest.
We our guest, be our guest.
Where every movie this month includes a hotel you can check in, but you might not check out of.
So survivors, you can keep up with us on our socials, D180 Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. For early releases, you know what you need to do. Join us on Patreon. And guess what? All the links can be found in the show notes below.
For today's show, we have a very important guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and once you hear his voice, you're probably instantly going to recognize it. Today's guest is Brian James.
Yeah, important, huh? I feel special. I feel a little special. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people like your voice throughout the park. If you haven't recognized his voice, that is the voice that you usually hear throughout our transitions and most of our drops in the show.
Yeah.
And that's my boyfriend. So there's that.
You're not going hair flip on him now real quick. Ooh,
She did it.
Okay. He's luscious too.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Luscious.
Luscious.
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
Doing all right. Welcome back to the park.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's been so long.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
no, it really has. The last time you probably heard, well, besides every episode, but the last time you really heard his voice was back in season 1 in Bye Bye 20 when we did The Invisible Man.
Invisible Man, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love
I
that
remember
movie.
that. Me
BJ,
too.
guess what time it is? You know what time it is, right?
Oh, Leo season.
You motherfucking right.
Oh god.
Gotta be.
You
It's gotta
motherfucking
be.
right.
It's got to be Leo season, mate. Don't you
Of course
feel it
it
in the
is.
air? Don't you feel it in the air, yeah?
I know you all feel it. I know your moods are all just shifted to excitement and just love because
Everybody
it is.
hates Leo.
Well,
Everybody-
okay, so since it is Leo season and this episode is dropping on August 19th, happy birthday, Brandon. Today's my boyfriend's birthday. So happy birthday.
Leo gang.
Happy
Good job.
birthday! We just
Yeah.
love Leos here. We love to see them.
A lot of people that we all collectively love are Leos. A lot of people.
Ashley's face.
No,
she'll
actually,
be all right.
don't look
She'll
like
be all
that. You know it's
Yeah.
true.
Right.
We come from a place of love and passion. Raw.
Mhm. Mhm. Loyalty. We here.
We're here. It's lit.
Yeah. We're good to go. Thank you for that. That got me hyped. See? I'm good.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
And happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's my birthday all month, y'all.
Mine too, girl.
Just in
Yeah.
case you forgot, survivors, it's still happy birthday, Brittany, if you want to mention it, because it's never fucking ending until August is over. But then we're just going to get ready for the next year. Whoop, whoop.
I wish you could put closed captions on podcasts just so people could read what you just said, so we can just remind everybody what season it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's our
You need
season.
that.
Like I told people the other time I was out with a bunch of friends, whenever there's a party or a good time, you best motherfucking believe a Leo is somewhere right
It don't
there
even- it's
in the
only
fucking
the-
center. Spotlight be on
It's
us. He'd be like,
only-
who is that? Who is that fine
A Leo.
motherfucker? It's a
a
Leo. It's a Leo. I don't give a
Mm.
fuck y'all would look like that. It's okay, y'all can look like that because Leos are amazing.
We should start charging people, honestly, for
we-
being here. Just for
Because we
being
make the parties hype all day, every day.
every day, twice on Sunday.
I swear our energy is infectious. They just love to
No,
be
no
it.
days off. No days off.
Not even in my sleep. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to BJ. Happy birthday to Brandon. Happy birthday to Leos. Woo!
Yeah, I feel great now, mate.
Okay. Brian James, can you tell the
Look at y'all
people
faces.
what you do and where they can find you?
Yeah, sure. I do radio. Right now I'm in Baltimore. I'm on or to find me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at bjameslive. More so Instagram, kind of. I think I have a slight addiction to Instagram lately, so I'm there. Yeah, but yeah, radio, an author, just a writer in general. Like, I do a little bit of everything, honestly. So, yeah.
Well, you can find all of his info down in the show notes below. This week we are taking a ride on 2021's The Resort. This movie is currently streaming on Hulu because it's a Hulu original, I guess. They want to call it that.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently it's a Hulu original.
It makes a lot of sense. Now that I know that, it makes a lot of sense.
This movie brought me back to when Hulu used to have them Hulu originals, like Bad Meat and shit like that. This is right there in that wheelhouse. Early 2000s, when they first came out.
When this came out,
thing, man.
Yeah, this came out last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it was recorded like 4 years ago.
Filmed, recorded,
filmed. Sorry.
I'm like, recorded. Is this a podcast?
Filmed 4 years ago.
Oh.
Beyond that, let's go right ahead and get into
Park recommendations.
Any recommendation that we give you this week is going to be 20 times. Sorry, I'm just telling you now, this movie is ass. It's going to be 20 times better than this movie. If you want to see a movie that does this concept way better, I would recommend The Ruins from 2008. No, it is not about a haunted resort or anything, but it's about 4 friends that fuck around and find out when they're in a place where they're trying to basically be in a place they shouldn't be in on the little Mayan Aztec whatever thing. And yeah.
Listen, it ain't that much better, but it's better. You can go ahead and fuck with the resort. Not the resort. Shit. Fantasy Island. My bad. It gave you the same fucking vibes. It still wasn't fucking good. But at least they got better actors, maybe. Not really. They got better actors. They actually got on the resort more than halfway into the film. So that's a step. So yeah. Fuck with 2020 is The Resort. You can also find that motherfucker on Hulu. I'm looking at you, Hulu. You kind of scaring me here.
It's crazy. They got money for it though. That's the crazy part.
Survivors, if you have any park recommendations that fit today's ride, let us know on our Twitter.
All right. So this was my first watch of this movie.
I think this was everyone's first watch of this movie.
No, it wasn't mine.
You've seen this before?
Yep. Before I even knew we was covering it, Jose and I was having one of them moments when we was watching bullshit on TV and just running through. He was clicking on shit. And he clicked on this movie. I'll never fucking forgive him. I made it through because I really wanted to see how it ended. I thought it was gonna get better. It didn't.
No.
Lied to myself.
So
You had to watch it twice.
Fucking right. I ain't know what the fuck. I was so mad.
I'm so sorry for you.
That man argued me down talking about we had never seen this movie before. He didn't remember we seen it to the truck scene. And he was like, oh, we did watch this movie. I'm like, I love how you can just block this trauma out.
Yeah.
I had it on my watch list to watch.
Yeah, because you definitely put this on the list.
I did. I put this on the list. I did put this on the list. And it was on my watch list because I saw like the thumbnail on Hulu. And I was like, this might be interesting. And so last year when we were thinking of the movies to go within our themes, it's like, why not? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know?
You know what? Jose asked
more
me
than
who's
2 birds.
You killed
Killed
4
the
birds.
mood, killed the vibe, killed everything.
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
I kind of don't like birds at all at this point.
Me
okay.
either. But
I'm over it.
I'm snitching on you, Johnny, because Jose asked me when he realized we had seen it again. He was like, "Who picked this movie?" And I was like, I honestly didn't
Look,
know.
Patreon asked the same thing. They was like, y'all doing that? I was like, look, I didn't pick this. I was warned long before when we released. So Patreon, y'all know, Patreon gets the themes and they see stuff before everybody. And they was like, y'all doing a resort? I was like, yeah. It was like, oof. I was like, oh, is it bad? They was like, you'll see. I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think bad movies still need, I won't say love, but still need the attention too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta suffer sometimes. That way you can appreciate the good shit. Because if you always watch good movies, you never be able to stomach the bad ones. Also, you can't tell what a bad one look like until you watch it. But when I watched this shit, I was like, oh, yeah, this a bad one.
Yeah,
It's a bad one.
I had to scroll through the comments on the trailer, like,
Listen.
just to make sure I wasn't tripping. And everybody and their mother, they
Listen.
This ain't it.
No, because then you had some people trolling, and I hate doing this. It was, and I don't even know if they was trolling because I think some of these people were serious. Somebody's like, I give it a 6 out of 10. It had genuinely scary parts. I said, did we watch the same movie?
No.
Are you sure?
Couldn't have.
Some people really are scared of like the littlest things, like, but I do think that, you know, people should like to watch bad movies sometimes because y'all all said that Ruin was bad, and I loved Ruin Me.
Yeah, everybody has different tastes. Definitely. I think that watching bad movies and commenting on bad movies and critiquing them probably helps the industry in some way or fashion. I don't know about this one because now that I know it's a Hulu original, they just, as long as we clicked it and watched it, they're good because they got money.
Right.
But,
okay.
you know, like sometimes the uproar kind of like holds the industry accountable, honestly. So I don't know. That's how I look at it.
I don't mind. Well, see, I don't mind reviewing a bad movie, watching a bad movie because, and see, I'm about to be on my Britney.
Uh-oh.
If you rank this higher than Jack Frost, I'm beating your ass soon as I touch down. Soon as I touch down. Because Jack Frost is not bad. It knows it's bad. And see, that's the difference. Like, people need to understand when a movie knows it's bad and is playing on that, and when a movie is just fucking bad.
Oh, I love what you did with the nose. I think you did that intentionally because that nose was fucking folks up in Jack Frost. I love that movie.
Thank you. I'm glad you caught that.
Go ahead, AJ.
And it's like, if you know what John A gave Jack Frost, there's no wiggle room here. There is literally there's only one thing you can say. Because no.
I mean, we'll see when you get to the end.
I'm telling you, if you are the one person that does not give this under 50, and this ends up not being a doozy, I don't know what DJ is gonna do, and I don't have this towards him. But I'm just telling you, like, no, we're going to have some issues. It's going to be some problems.
As I look upon you.
Without the rating, like, you didn't like it, right, Johnny? Or is that, I can't ask that? I did. So I don't know.
Talk about it at the end.
No, not the end.
It's cool. It's cool.
As I look onto you from the ghost of Jennifer's body and the tickets that she still needs.
Girl, go away.
I can't. We're at the beginning.
Anyways, this movie was directed and written by Taylor Chin. It was produced by Will Meldman, Sam Mobley, and Justin and Taylor Chin. It stars Bianca Hayes as Lex, Brock O'Hearn as Chris.
Man bun boy.
Oh, Thor Jr.
Jason Momoa Jr.
Yeah.
I knew he was familiar, but I didn't know where he was from because, one, I had never seen the Boo Medea Halloween movies.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently he was in Euphoria. Was he the vision that Homegirl was having?
Hmm.
Pardon?
Euphoria.
In Euphoria,
No.
when the girl who was I forgot her name, but when she was having all of those dominatrix type transformations, and she was
Kitten
having
Queen.
yeah,
Yeah.
It might have been him. I mean,
because his credit name is Super Hot Warrior Man.
hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the nigga Cat was fucking getting
Yeah.
fucked by on the bed.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, he fucked up real good though. Sorry, yeah.
This is why we have ease on all of our shows. Even the
Right.
kid-friendly episodes have ease.
Yo.
Listen.
It's
My-
funny because I like they all didn't. I wasn't cool with the acting, honestly. But for him, for whatever reason, I thought he was the best. And I think it's because he didn't try to do too much.
Yeah.
Like he was just chilling. I think he kind of knew that he wasn't like the actual Jason Momoa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he wasn't trying too hard. Everybody else was trying too hard.
Very.
So he's my favorite on the cast.
We have Michael Vlamus as Sam, and this is my favorite because I know him as Michael from Waswell on the CW. So
Look,
I
I'm
was
with
excited to
BJ. Are
see
you
him
serious?
I love him, but it was more from a comedic standpoint because he was funny as shit to me.
Yeah.
He was
Okay.
fucking annoying as shit to me. I was ready for him to die.
The look on my
Die.
You know
face.
who was annoying to me?
Everybody.
Lex.
Could not
Girl.
stand her ass.
She
Wait,
was annoying
I'm
too, but I was just like, all y'all, except for Man Bun Boy, need to die. Like today. All three of y'all need to go today. I was just waiting for y'all to die. And we'll get there when we get there because I got issues. I got
I
problems.
do agree with John Nader. Now that Lex was, that's actor. Yeah, definitely. Alexandra. She was very annoying. Very annoying. Like I would say she's just a hair above Sam in terms of annoyance. And the other girl,
I enjoyed him.
Sam,
I did.
were you like sober and everything?
Yeah.
Was she sober?
'Cause look, when I say BJ and I are the same, he's saying what I'm thinking. Because I swear I was gonna say something along that line. And I didn't have to because that's my twin in them. And that's why we PB&J.
I haven't had anything to drink since I got back from Charleston because a shorty gotta lose weight. So
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, do your thing.
we have Michelle Randolph as Bree.
The unforgettable. I mean, the forgettable one. I think.
Yeah. And then the last person that I'm going to mention is a detective who is played by Dave Sheridan. And I didn't recognize him because his face got fatter and he got facial hair. But y'all might know him as Doofy in Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Okay, Cindy.
He got a lot of little credits out here. All right. Cinematography was done by Adrian Kirchner, edited by Joe Hamoke, music by John Fingers, Starry. It was produced by Double Down Pictures and Moonbase, distributed by Vertical Entertainment. It was released April 30th of last year, 2021. And the box office, well, not box office. I think the budget was $191,000.
So I want to go back because I just want to know how did you not mention that fucking Quavo produced this movie?
Quavo.
Quavius Keate Marshall, honey, produced this
Huncho?
movie.
In the
What's his
kitchen
name?
making stir fry?
Huncho.
But what's his name?
Quavius. I just said it.
Oh, I didn't see that in who it was produced by. Sorry.
It's in the credits.
I don't look at the credits.
I would take my name off the wiki too.
Yeah, man, don't mention me. And now y'all can keep the
Listen,
money.
okay? And then he had the nerve to tweet about it. I just watched my first horror movie on screen. Wow. I said, oh, I would have deleted that tweet, honey. I would have kept that in the drafts.
Nobody would have found that tweet. Would
My
have
bad.
Mm-mm.
erased all evidence.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's probably one of those situations where they just wanted him to pay for it, for real.
Exactly. Will Meltman, who is also a producer on this movie, apparently they're friends. And he came to him and was like, yo, you need to get in on this project. You can start getting in your producer bag. Because you know how this music industry is. They really don't make a lot of money off of their music. So this is why you see a lot of rappers, singers, and of the like moving into different ventures, like Rihanna being the makeup and Avon lady and the Victoria's Secret lady. But anyway, this was one of those ventures where he was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get into producing. Or like how we see Drake producing everything nowadays.
Yeah, Drake did Euphoria, so he's good. I like him for that.
BJ, I don't know if I told you this. We watched this like long time ago over quarantine, but you know Drake did Spree, or do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember Spree.
He did that too.
Okay. I see you, Aubrey. You talk to Quavo.
Okay, because honey.
Saying that.
Mm-mm.
This movie, I had looked at an interview that the director had it, and he said that the movie is based on actual things they did some research on. They wanted it to be as real as possible. Um, the resort is actually no longer there. They were in Hawaii on vacation. They were walking by the property. They saw that it was abandoned and looked how it looks in the movie. And so they were like, hey, we should film a movie here because it's a really cool place. They had connections with the property. They scheduled a tour and then they were like, yep, we're going to film a movie. And they had to do it very fast because it was about to be demolished in like less than 3 months from when they toured it.
It looked like they did this movie very fast.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, it makes a lot of sense. Wow.
You know, when you got a paper to write when you in school and you forget that bitch due until like 2 days from now. That's what this movie is. Like, you rushed and you did all your research, you wrote this shit together. You didn't proofread a motherfucking thing. You just pressed submit.
I agree.
11:59, that bitch went in.
I agree, because what was this? What was happening?
And I'm kind of looking at Hulu with a side eye more. Now that I learned more about the movie, I'm just like, what? Y'all was cool with this?
Don't look at Hulu like that, because let me tell you, Hulu, people be forgetting what Hulu used to be like. When this motherfucker first came out on the scene, them fucking Hulu originals was terrible.
They were terrible. And I used to watch them too.
Me too.
Because this was before Netflix had got the little online version. So it was like you had Hulu. And when I was in school, I had nothing else to watch. So
them movies didn't even have an ending. Them movies literally you would watch that bitch and it would literally be like title screen. Like, what the fuck? What happened? Did them folks live? So no, Hulu just be going back to its roots sometimes, and people be trying to judge them harshly. And I'll be like, you just don't remember the beginning. You wasn't with us, because we know. We fucking know them days that Hulu horror movies was like Tubi original sometimes.
I have a list of Hulu originals that I would like to watch. So we'll see.
Tubi?
No,
Tubi.
Hulu. Oh, never mind.
Tubi.
Tubi's bad?
Tubi originals. I could show you some bad Tubi originals. I could show you a Tubi original where people get shot and you literally see if I went to Google or if I went to Google and said gunshot bullet hole PNG and I pasted on the screen.
Okay, so I saw a video on Facebook today where somebody was talking trash about Tubi because the guy was supposedly getting his head bashed in, right? So you see the guy like punching down. Well, when you see the head, you see the fist literally go like this.
I've seen that shit. I've seen that same clip.
Tubi is bad.
Looking at you, Child's Play TV show for that certain scene I'm not gonna mention, but
wait a minute.
No, wait a minute. You cool out. You cool out on that, because we can only do so much with the doll. You cool out.
I love that show, but both of y'all know what scene I'm talking about when that knife wasn't fucking connected.
Yeah, I do too. We do too, but we can only do so much with the daggone doll. Okay, we seen it. My man seen it. We seen it. They
could have cut away from the goddamn doll.
They could have.
We had to see that blade not connecting. It was just going to the.
Oh, wait a minute.
That motherfucker was getting stabbed. There wasn't no blade get. Shut the fuck up, Maslow. That motherfucker was getting stabbed.
Hey, yo.
Because Maslow, like, you need to shut your mouth. You telling me shut up, you shut up.
The dog looking at her like, what?
Right, like, girl.
What you say?
Exactly. Excuse me, bitch.
I don't understand this language. You don't run shit but your mouth in this household. Like, okay, child. What is it?
He mad because you talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, before we get too far, let's go right ahead and get into the queue line for this ride.
Step in line. Your number is near. Follow the signs. Your time is here. Watch your step. This one's a doozy.
So we're playing a game. We have 11 questions to find out if we can survive a night in a haunted hotel. All right, first things first. Do you check in early or do you check in late?
I'm checking in early.
I'm mad that on time isn't an option.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Me too. But I'm gonna be late for my own funeral, and if I'm not, I'm judging whoever's burying me. So I'm gonna check in late.
I'm checking it early.
Let's see, I think I'm gonna be late too, y'all. I already know.
All right. Choose your room. On the left, we have like a Victorian looking room with horrible wallpaper.
Ugh.
And on the right, it looks like a child's bedroom, kind of, sort of. Still with horrible wallpaper.
The one on the right looks like the one from the beginning of 1408, just with red.
This is true. This is true.
What the fuck?
I like
Leaking
that
off
one
the
the most.
lights.
Yeah, I like that one the most too. I like the one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a spider web.
The one on the left, that picture is like really. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, it looked like it's haunted. It looked like something.
I don't
Yeah,
like
cool.
Victorian rooms, so I'm gonna go with the one on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, y'all, I don't know. I don't really want the shit leaking on me, but I guess I'm taking the one on the. I'd rather have this than the bitch staring at me, so I'm going with the one on the right.
Yeah. It's almost certain she's gonna come alive. So.
Right.
Motherfucking right. You wake up half asleep and that bitch standing beside your bed.
Yeah.
You hear a noise coming from the closet across the room. What do you do? Do you turn on the TV to drown out the noise? Or do you get your ass up and go investigate?
Investigate.
I'm turning on the TV. What?
Oh.
Why jumping out the window ain't an option?
That's true. That's a solid question.
I'm drowning out the noise. If I
I'm gonna say
can't
that
escape.
I'm gonna drown out the noise.
All right. The noise finally stops. So now you gotta find something to pass the time. What do you do? Do you go explore or do you read a book?
I'm reading a book. I got a couple of them I got to get finished with. So, yeah.
Same here. I'm right there with you, my Leo sister.
I got a new one. It's so good.
Honestly, if we're talking about the things that I do regularly on vacation, I always go explore. I only read the book if I'm by the pool or on the beach. So I'll probably explore, which means that I'm probably gonna die, but I'm exploring.
I'm probably going. See, this hotel, obviously, you wouldn't explore this damn hotel, but usually that's what I would do anyway. It's just walk around.
You're getting hungry and decide to find something to eat from the hotel restaurant. On your way there, you come across a strange-looking maid who asks for your help. What do? Do you stop and talk to her, or do you ignore her and keep on walking?
No choice but to talk to her.
I'm gonna say no habla inglés and keep walking.
I hate to say this, but y'all, I don't meet no fucking stranger. I'm gonna talk to her. I ain't got no fucking choice. It just happened.
Especially if you need help.
I'm like, what's wrong? Like, I can fucking save you.
All of that. Knowing I can't, but I got to try. Got to.
You know me, I keep an AirPod in my ear, so honey, I need to hear you.
Yeah, you ain't paying no attention to her.
Nope.
Well, that doesn't matter because she reaches out and grabs you, but her hand goes right through your body. What do you do? Do you run or do you stay and figure out what she wants from you?
This is tough.
Well, I'm getting the fuck.
This bitch want help, so clearly she's not the problem. Somebody else is the problem. So I'm gonna try to stay and figure out what she wants. Jumping out the window ain't an option, Ashley. Just running.
But did you not sit here and watch Tower of Terror with us? Didn't Abigail want help? Was she not the fucking problem all along?
It was Abigail all along. But listen, you gotta buy yourself some time because when your ass be running, ghosts can apparate. What the fuck you gonna do when that bitch appear right in front of you with a knife?
I mean, no, I didn't say that. I just said she won't help. She not the problem. That's the issue I had a problem with. Cause I'm like, no. We've seen too many times that them bitches be like flip flop, Nightmare Before Christmas face. Aha, bitch.
We all seen American Horror Story Hotel. Them ghosts don't be asking for fucking help before they kill you. They just fucking off you. Looking at you, Naomi Campbell, with your fabulous ass. Yes.
I think unfortunately I am gonna have to stay. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I'm at least something like that happens. I'm at least gonna be like, yo, what is going on? Like I don't see myself like just gunning for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run because I feel like if you run, you're going to get killed. Like something is going to go, and it's over. That's it.
Well, that doesn't even matter either. Because before you can decide if you was gonna run or stay and talk to her, she disappears. And then you hear a piercing scream from the floor above. So now what do? Do you go back to your room and lock the door, or do you go investigate the scream?
So my students, we do a little song called We're Going on a Bear Hunt. And basically is teaching them to go over and under things and go through things, blah, blah, blah. So at one point we end up in a cave. We see something with two big eyes and sharp, wet teeth and big fur. And we realize it's the bear. And you know what we do? We run all the way back over and under and through everything that we just came back, and we get in the house and lock the door. So that's what we're going to do.
That's gonna be. I'm definitely at this point. This is when I'm no longer an Avenger, and I'm back to being BJ. And I'm just going in my room and I'm gonna play Xbox.
Yeah, I'm going in the room and locking the door.
I'm locking in my fucking door because at least the window in my room hopefully works and I can jump out of it.
Yeah, this is the point where I'm like, okay, at this point, hopefully they have security. They can figure this out. I'm just a guest here. I'm dipping.
Well, Brittany, this one's for you. Blood begins oozing out the wall in front of you because you're in your room now. What do? You jumping out the window because you over this shit? Or are you heading into the lobby to report it to maintenance?
Who the hell picking option 2? Tell me right now.
Homeboy from 1408.
Tell me right the fuck now. Who the fuck finna report this to maintenance? Because Brittany said bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm out that fucking window.
I think I'm ready to jump out the window.
I'm just being realistic. Just being realistic. I'm probably going to be the one to choose the second option. Probably. I can see myself walking down there like, hey, buddy, upstairs, is got a little issue going on. It's like blood or something. You want to take a look at that? And then can I get another room?
Nah.
Yeah.
Call me Tinky Winky because I got my bag and I'm gone.
You out.
See, we're not gonna know this, but I need to know how far is said window.
That's a valid point.
Because you jump, baby. I'm a dancer. I'm still dancing, so I need my legs. So I might have to be with my mans on this one. We just gonna get a new room and maybe we'll get comped and we gonna get a suite.
Yeah. Yeah, a new room, or I just like, yo, y'all can, I'm out. You can
Refund.
like keep the money. I'm out. Like, okay. I'm gone.
No. I just hit my head the other day jumping. Well, not jumping, but falling off a goddamn pole. Let me tell you, I can hit the ground from heights and be all right. I'm getting the fuck out that window. Don't give a fuck how it is.
Go for it. Go for it.
Well, I'm sorry to the four of us, because before we can jump and before we can go to the lobby, the lights flicker out and now everything is pitch black. So now what do? Are we using our phone's flashlight app? Or are we just gonna sit on the floor and wait for the lights to cut back on?
I don't like jump scares, so I'm not turning on my flashlight app because that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to see something that we don't want to see. And this ain't a movie, so I'm not going to get the annoying music sting that will probably make me feel better about real life. So I'm just going to sit on the floor, and I hate the dark. I'm just going to sit on the floor and wait. I'll wait.
I'm cutting that light on.
Yeah, me
My phone in
too.
my hand. I'm cutting that light on, man.
Because if you put your phone down like this and have the light illuminate the room, this iPhone light bright enough to light up the room.
Oh, it's good. It's good to go.
I don't need to see nothing that's coming to get me. I'm 4 years old again. This is little Brittany. She making herself a nice little pillow fort, and she's gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna have to feel safe, even though I know it's a lie. But I'm gonna wait.
While we're all waiting, the room begins to shake and you toss from side to side. What do? Do you run aimlessly until you find a way out? Or do you brace yourself on the walls until whatever happened stops?
Now, why the hell would you run? Why the hell would you run? And if any of y'all picked this, I'm sorry. But why the hell would you run? The room is moving. Like, some of y'all ain't never been on that gravity ride at the fair that spins around and around and pins you against the wall and it shows. Like, get yourself on the wall, sit there like you got some sense and wait.
There's another ride or some attraction that's kind of like that. I don't remember what it is, but the room is shaking and you have to like make your way through the room to get to the next point of the attraction. But like you're literally fighting against the room going like that. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I mean, I'm just acting how you're supposed to act if it's an earthquake.
Right, yeah, like
Yeah,
why would you move?
So like y'all said, I'm gonna stay in the room and I'm gonna hold on to the wall.
My pillows will protect me. I'm just gonna wait. They already don't fell over, so now I got somewhere to fall to the side, to the left or right or the front. I'm good.
Yeah, you good to go.
Well, good thing we all waited because the shaking stopped. The lights are now back on, and now it's time to leave. So what we doing? Are we going back to the room to get our stuff before checking out? Or are we running outside as fast as we can and you can get your stuff later?
Okay, first of all, person that made this quiz, ain't I already in the room?
Exactly.
So, Jesus. But anyway, y'all can just send me my stuff later, or I can file a complaint and you reimburse me for all of those items that got destroyed in the room while it was rocking and rolling around. So we can get it.
And
later.
this is why, friends, we get travel insurance. So just in case the hotel doesn't cover it, the insurance can cover it.
Exactly, Johnny. Because I'm leaving that shit. Normally, I don't even pack shit I want anyways. It's brand new, so I didn't even wear it before, so I can just buy that shit again. I know the website to go to after I get my reimbursement check. I didn't miss out on shit, so I'm gone. Meet me.
Y'all making me feel weird, because I'm going to go back and get it.
You sound like Lex.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Okay, I'm like, I would literally look at you like, sir, no.
I mean, okay, what was happening in the movie is significantly more, like, it's significantly crazier than what we're experiencing right now, though. I think so. In the movie, like, they in the... Is this quiz supposed to take place at that resort? Or?
No, it's at a haunted hotel, period.
I don't know. For whatever reason, it's not bothering me like that.
Nah, I'm leaving it. Like I said, travel insurance, I will submit a reimbursement claim when I get home.
Like, you want to know what really blew me about? Well, I'll wait until we get to the movie, but I'll tell you exactly what really blew me about.
I know we gonna say the same exact thing, and I want to chicken choke her, cause girl, okay, I will.
It wasn't even really about like the haunting. It was like, shorty, really?
Look, we gonna. That's why you my twin in them. That's why we're here.
Well, would anyone like to reveal their results?
Of course, I tell y'all every single time I'm the final girl. If you ain't got this to your head, I don't know what you're doing here. When have I not survived in a quiz like this? When have I not survived? I kept my wits about me and I survived. I may have lost a few years off my life, which I mean, I already look like a teenager, so that does not matter. But think of the stories that I will tell you guys on Patreon if you decide to sign up for as low as $3.
I got the same thing.
I'm proud of y'all. I told y'all what was gonna happen to me. I had already spoke this into existence. Guess what, y'all? A bitch died because she couldn't jump out the window. You didn't keep your cool, and you didn't make it. How? I don't know how I didn't, and you didn't make it out alive. Better luck next time. It's okay, because I won't be in this shitty ass hotel anyways, because I ain't want to be in none of these rooms, and my bougie ass would have seen these options and been like, peace out, bitch. So I would have been checked out, so don't worry about it. You lying to me.
I survived too.
Yes, my man.
Brittany, what are you doing? I'm just...
Did you survive, Johnny?
I survived, yeah.
You survived? Oh, man, poor Brittany.
I don't know what happened. I don't know which one of these I clicked on that just killed me.
Maybe it's because you decided to read a book.
Nah, it's because you jumped out the window.
Oh. Maybe it's because you stayed and figured out what she wanted to do from you.
I did too.
They all did.
Yeah, we all did. Well, not you, but we did.
Oh.
No, man.
Yeah. Cry little Brittany.
Because I even chose to jump out the window, so
I don't know. I literally chose the same shit y'all did. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they said I didn't make it. So fuck them. It's cool.
Dang. Sorry, Brittany.
Me too. I died. R.I.P. My Cash App is BA Perk. Send me funeral money.
Not you having a GoFundMe.
Yo.
Survivors, you can let us know your results on Twitter or down in the DM or under the post for the poster of this one. But now we are going to go right ahead and get into 2021's The Resort.
Let's do it.
Birthday trip to Hawaii.
Come on, birthday girl.
We actually have another surprise for you.
We found someone willing to take us to the island.
How else are you going to finish your book? It was supposed to be a surprise. Surprise!
What's the deal with the resort?
Have you been there?
Yeah, I heard the stories.
How do you know it's not haunted?
I never said it wasn't. If you want to get off this island, do not miss that trip home.
The first people to set foot on that island since its forced shutdown. What happened here again? Dozens of unexplained disappearances. And the locals swear by the existence of the half-faced girl.
So much for Hawaii's scariest resort. No ghosts, all stories.
They're not just gonna be on display, Sam. We should probably go home. We have a little bit of time.
The weather is getting really weird.
This doesn't feel right.
Are you guys sure this is where we came in? Someone's here. Who is that?
Our brains are playing tricks on us.
The half-faced girl. It's not a legend. Happy birthday to you.
So this trailer made the movie look promising.
Happens.
You lied to me.
Okay. Not you butchering my song like that, girl. You better get on key.
I can't fucking sing. That's why I fucking
I was like,
sang.
wait a minute. Wait, I know she's not singing Return of the Mac, because no.
If
I
Jose
don't play about that song. That's the song I don't play about.
If
like, y'all think,
Jose was asleep, I'd have got him to sing it. Hum it,
y'all
whatever.
think I act a fool when, and BJ will tell you, literally, when they play Donnell Jones and I don't hear what's up, say what, I'm turning. I'm turning. If I hear the beginning of No Scrubs and I don't hear I'm turning. Because why you disrespecting Left Out like that? No, absolutely not. No.
Return to Mac is definitely a joint though.
All right. Well, before we get into the movie, I do want to give a disclaimer that there's a lot of flashbacks. And during my synopsis, I want to try to not hop back and forth as much as they do in the movie, because generally I'm good at it. But the way that this movie is laid out,
it was very lazy too. Very lazy how they did that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know what timeline I was on, honestly. I was like, are we in the present? Are we in the past? Are we in the now? What fucking movie is that where you couldn't get your time? Oh, that terrible ass Tenet movie. There we go. We're in Tenet watching this movie.
With Denzel Washington, son?
No, it's not. I'm so glad Denzel Washington wasn't in that movie.
He said Denzel Washington's son.
Oh, I'm deaf as shit then. I guess was that his son?
John?
Is that the one you're talking about?
Edward Cullen was in it.
Robert Patterson. Don't know who that is.
Robert Patterson.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Wow, I thought that movie was good. I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it.
Talking about Edward Cullen.
No, listen, Jose fucking love that movie. He makes me watch it on the regular, so I'm allowed to say it. Fucking Tenet.
Oh. You had to be clear.
I resent that movie so much because I had to sit. Did I tell you I watched that movie at least 4 times in a 2-day span, maybe 6, because he kept going back to it. I'm like, what the? I can't stand that movie now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was gonna keep my cool, but I'm like, BJ, you better not say nothing.
I watch the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again.
He be quoting the fucking movie verbatim when we ain't watching it.
Me too.
Have the whole fucking scene acted out. You be like, who are you talking to?
Not Tenet though. Not Tenet. This be up.
Me and my little brother.
It's nighttime and 2 security guards are checking out what appears to be an abandoned hotel. The security guard that's at the main entrance accidentally kicks a bottle of Casamigos while walking and smoking a cigarette. The other guard that's in the basement hears some shit before the other one scares him. They both hear some kids yelling before the one that was smoking sees his cold breath, and gets dragged off into the dark. And then we have the title card, The Resort.
This was the dumbest opening because, first of all, casting. Why would you cast 2 people that look alike?
They did look alike.
It took me a second to realize it was 2 of them. Obviously, it wasn't until both of them was in the same screen together. And they not twins. I would have forgave it if they were twins. But I'm like, no, they just both white bald men. And if y'all not white, I'm sorry, but y'all white. But I was like, okay, because I didn't even realize that it cuts to a different person. I thought we was following the same person the whole time up until he got scared.
I know I'm in the minority with this, but I was hopeful at this part of the movie just because it was so early, and I was like, okay, I wonder what's about to happen. The opening didn't bother me.
The opening, I knew that it was going to be bad just based off the opener.
Well, see, to BJ's point, when I first watched it, put it this way. What they end up doing with the opening is what pissed me off, kind of, sort of. Because it was supposed, I think in their head, they was like, oh, this going to be that moment where the crowd is like, oh, shit.
Ooh.
But I was like, no, y'all might as well have just kept that. Like,
it made me more upset.
Mm-hmm. I understand. I didn't understand this beginning. I was like, is it supposed to be that the kids screaming are them motherfuckers? But it wasn't done clear enough for me to figure that shit out. Yeah. Really and truly, I was like, we could have just skipped this. You could have just started out with the title card. You could have gave me a cold ass opening. I'd have been all right.
Yep, I'm definitely 100%.
I almost made a lewd joke, but I'm gonna let this one go. I'm gonna let this one ride this one time.
But then, who hired this security? Because he don't sound intimidating at all. Like, that's it, I quit. I'm like, sir, who are you supposed to be intimidated? Because it ain't me. This is not compelling at all. Like,
I think I'll wait. We'll wait till we get there. We'll get there.
You know what? I can't let this new joke go anymore because you said it, Ashley. You started this shit off, and I'm not sorry. So, basically, like, you getting ready to do the nasty. And then you realize that, like, some shit just ain't going your way. And then you like, no, I just don't want it no more. That's exactly what this scene is.
mm-hmm.
This scene is the dryer upper. You're just like, fuck it. I'd rather go to sleep.
Was there a specific moment in the scene that was like, yeah, nah, I'm out?
Literally, when it was the two twins that ain't twins, and he was like, "Oh, I got raw," and I couldn't help it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, maybe I'm just like super hopeful. Maybe that's all it was.
I'm a happy pessimist. It just don't make no sense.
Four friends, Lex, Bree, Sam, and Chris, are gathered in Lex's home to celebrate her birthday. Bree, Sam, and Chris surprised Lex with a cake and quality time instead of packing for their big trip to Hawaii that they also surprised her with. As she blows out her candles, we jump into the future to find Lex waking up in a hospital bed in Hawaii. Apparently, she was found in disarray on a road wandering, barely conscious. The police at the scene found her phone, but it must be no help since the detective keeps probing her for questions. He wants to help her find her friends, but she tells them that they're all dead, killed by the half-faced girl.
Piss off. Another immediate. I hate when movies, and some do it well, but this obviously is not one. I hate that I knew what already was going to happen. Like that. I was like, well, no point in me getting invested in these characters because ain't now one of y'all except her making it at this point.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
No, homie. While you in this hospital bed, there remind me of that damn. What other movie am I thinking of where it was just her in the hospital bed, but then that was all just bullshit too?
It's a few of them. You got Choose or Die. You got, well, see, I will be spoiling stuff, and I know Johnny ain't seen half of these movies. I don't want to spoil for her.
But I think the one I'm thinking of is Choose or Die.
Because it's another one. I feel like you might be thinking of another one. I'm going to text it to you. Well, actually, I don't know if Johnny's seen that movie, but I don't want to say it, and then she'd be like, no, and then now she knows.
Text it to me because I think that might be it.
Yeah, because there's a few of them.
We'd be on the same page when it be it. But when she was in the hospital, I was like, why the fuck you in this same set?
So we're back in the past at Lex's house during her birthday celebration. We find out that she's writing a book about a resort that's been abandoned that just so happens to be located in Hawaii. And just the thought of being in the same state as this infamous resort is so exciting to her. Clearly, her friends love her because not only did they surprise her with the trip to Hawaii, they also found someone to take them to the island that the resort is located on. Apparently, since the resort shut down, access to Kilahuna Island has been restricted and the locals won't even say the resort's name. Ooh. Lex is super excited to be the first.
Same thing, that's when I got up and was like, oh, whoa. It's gotta be crazy.
Lex is super excited to be one of the first people to set foot on the resort since its forced shutdown. But before we move on, let's get into the backstory of this haunted resort told by a horrible narrator on YouTube. His voice sucked.
It was very acty. It was very like, I have to explain.
Yeah.
The whole script was like that, honestly. It's just, I have to explain everything. Some things can just, I just feel like when you do that, it gets unnatural. And it was very prevalent, like with that YouTube clip. I was like, bro, really? Okay. People talk like this. Okay.
Well, see, the other part for me was that this was for no one but the audience. Clearly, they all knew this information already. They did this simply to tell us about this island, and it was lazy. Like they was thinking just because, oh, I'm gonna have some friends watch this on a computer, people will be like, I too watch things on a computer, and which I do. Yes, before we did this podcast, I was watching some Unsolved Mysteries, but no, we clearly, y'all booked the ticket to the place. Y'all been asking locals to blah, 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 blah. I don't think we said this yet, but it's here now. But y'all been doing all this. So clearly y'all know what y'all watching the video for.
It's informational. It gets the people going. I was like, why the fuck is y'all watching this? Because look, listen, I know that there are some different looking videos, but that shit was low budget as hell. I was like, who the fuck would watch this informational video? Who gonna sit here and out of all the YouTube channels, all of them, you gonna pick this one? This is the one you're gonna zero in on.
Like, how many views did this have when you watched this? Did you have to scroll a few times before you got to this video, or was this the one at the top? Like, which one?
It had 5 views, and all of them was their cousin, and one was a mama.
Oh my God. The hotel was built in the early 90s on sacred tribal land where wars were fought. It was supposed to be a big, huge tourist magnet, but after it opened, a lot of people were complaining about it being haunted. Then they have this one room 306, that was a so-called supernatural hotspot. The hotel staff didn't want to service the room so bad. The hotel staff didn't want to service the room so much so that they ended up closing the room altogether. Sounds like 1408. The locals believe that the ghost on the resort is a half-faced girl who was a local villager that was attacked and killed on the island, strangled to death with a jump rope, and left for dead in the jungle by what's assumed to be guests who stayed on the resort. The locals believe that she still roams it, looking for people who did this to her to enact her eternal justice. Whoever sees her disappears, never to be heard from again. And they also let us know that access to the island is slim to none. There's only one boat that comes and goes daily, and the locals stay on one side of the island, and then they have security that patrols the resort.
So while they're watching this, Man Bun Boy decides he wants to quote Stephen King.
Man,
what? I was like, so he says, Stephen King says the devil is in the details. I said, were you telling this to the writers? Because they didn't listen.
No, he was. I don't know who the fuck he was speaking to, because the devil literally is in the details, and that's why this movie is ass. Okay,
the details were not there.
Nowhere. What detail was it?
The Casamigo bottle was the detail. That was it.
That was the hint that nigga did this movie. That was it. That's all you got from this shit.
Even from the basis of script writing, even like stuff like that is just too obvious for me. Like I love when writers actually pay homage to other writers, like with the details. Like it don't gotta be just out like, don't just tell me, bruh. Like I get it. You like Stephen King. We all do. You don't have to make this guy say this in the movie. It's unnecessary.
You know who does this very well? Kung Fu Hustle.
Anyways, Michael was great comic relief for me.
Right, damn.
Oh, no, ma'am. We will not dismiss that.
I mean, I gave an eye roll, but Jesus.
You gonna stop mistreating me, John A. That's why you need to give Jennifer's Bodies more tickets. That's why. You keep mistreating me. You disrespect Jennifer Check. I don't understand.
You disrespect the Lost Boys. Like, god damn, rudeness. Damn.
Like, please put some respect on my bitch's name and my movie, because Kung Fu Hustle is good.
Let's just say that we're glad that we didn't rate that movie, okay?
I wouldn't have allowed it. I promise you I would have called an audible and been like, because both of you have said this ain't y'all wheelhouse. Y'all can't rate this film because you're going to rate it low as fuck, because you don't know what the fuck happened.
I'm going to show BJ that movie. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll have a good time with it, but I'm going to show it to him just to show it to him.
I bet BJ will like Kung Fu Hustle.
Down.
Don't put no pressure on him, because he going to feel like he got to like it just because you pressured him. Just to be nice, because he's a sweetheart. Don't do that.
Well, don't feel pressure.
That much of a sweetheart, though.
Nah.
Oh, never mind.
I'm about to say no. I think we vibe, and I think he'll like Kung Fu Hustle. I don't know like that, but it seemed like that'd be a movie you'd appreciate. I do.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give me a bottle of water and some popcorn to see what's up.
Okay, that should have worked. Get you a lollipop.
I don't really care for lollipops, for real.
No.
Actually, He can go to the candy shop where the lollipops are at.
Okay.
You know what? Never mind. You can keep going now, John A. Now you can press the gas like you just want to and just hurt my feelings. I'm crying on the inside.
Cry little Brittany.
I enjoyed Michael's little comic relief, even though it was corny. I only got half a face. He's so cute.
Where did salami come from?
See, Brittany, that's when you should have been like, okay, and moved it right along. Brittany.
So when they went to, before they panned to the YouTube video or before they even turned it on, there was a shot of the table and there was like a charcuterie board on the table.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I must have missed that.
I couldn't mic fast enough. My face was saying it. Like I literally was just staring like, huh? That wasn't it. No.
Again, I like the actor from, huh?
That didn't feel cringe to you?
It
like,
felt very cringe. That's why I'm like, John A, I feel like you just kissing ass right now.
Okay.
No, I actually laughed.
Mm-hmm. You lying to
like this.
Stop lying to us and yourself.
I really did laugh.
Like, I feel like you trolling like ruined me again. Like, I just feel like this is this all over again.
I'm not trolling. I really did laugh. I enjoy Michael because this isn't my first time seeing him. I'm familiar with his acting style, so he was funny to me. I didn't take him seriously.
All he did was bend the bitch over.
Bend who over?
Uh-oh.
BJ, shut up.
And you know what? Fuck it.
Are you about to say something?
Right, I'm confused.
You know, that's what I always say, but fuck it. When I be trying to move from another point to something else.
Oh, I thought you were.
It sounded like you was going to say something.
Right.
No, that was just my cut away.
The crew makes it to Hawaii, and all Liz cares about is this damn resort. How close are we to the resort? Well, surprise, surprise, her friends booked her a helicopter with no fucking doors to fly them to Kilahuna Island. Liz isn't here for the helicopter, and honestly, neither am I. There's no fucking doors. Before landing, the pilot gives them clear instructions on hiking to the waterfall and warnings to stay on the trail and to don't go where you're not supposed to because, one, you don't want to get caught in a flash flood, there's no one to help, there's no cell service. And as we all know, there's only one boat that comes to the island, and that same boat is the one that leaves at 7 o'clock at night. Mm-hmm. And if you don't make it, your ass is grass. But see, my friends, this is why you always read the fine print on discounted services, because this helicopter flight was not a round trip flight. He dropped them off and he got the fuck.
Well, my first thing is when he walked up and dropped the helmet, I would have been like, okay, well, maybe we don't need to do this. BJ, did you hear his radio call?
Nah.
He was like, what did he say? He said, I'm going up north to Lima.
Nah, no. Owe me some royalties.
Look, I was like, I hope you heard that, but it's good. You'll well, we ain't watching this no more, but now you know.
I feel like what made me, a lot of things made me upset about this particular scene.
I was hoping you was gonna catch this, but I'm gonna stop interrupting you. Go ahead.
I feel like it was more so the explaining part of the script. I just hate when the rules are laid out. But like the dudes, man, like, bro, you gotta make sure you got a trip back, bro. You have to. You can't just get dropped off. Like nobody asked no questions, man.
They just saw the discount, and that's why I say you gotta read the fine print.
What's that discount service folks be using?
Which one? There's like
Groupon. Groupon. You can't be booking Groupons.
Like it could have been a Groupon.
You fucked yourself up right there trying to save some money. Now you ain't got no way back.
That's crazy. That is really crazy.
While hiking, Sam is drinking Casamigos while Lex tells him why she believes in ghosts. As a child, her grandmother visited her the night she died. On the other end of the spectrum, Sam doesn't believe in ghosts or the afterlife because he feels they're just stories due to people needing something to believe in, and then it's all fake and bullshit. They come upon a fork in the road with the map, and Lex is like, oh my God, we gotta go to the resort, and doesn't want to do anything else. Meanwhile, her friends want to go to the waterfall. So they vote on it. She gets outnumbered and they head to the waterfall.
What did TLC say? Why are you guys not fucking listening? Why are you chasing waterfalls? You know you have limited time on this island before you need to walk your ass back. Why would you go to the waterfall? First of all, why are you going to the resort? But why would you go to the waterfall?
Because they didn't want to go to the resort.
They had time for the waterfall.
Right, they were scared.
They didn't want to go to the resort. So they was like, let's go to the waterfall. Fuck the resort.
Now I'm gonna say this, right? This is where I would have been okay if the movie would have started right here.
Yes.
Not okay, like as in like, oh, it's a great movie now, but it would have been at least a hair better if we could have just left out everything before this.
What y'all wanted a 30-minute movie because we damn
no. What he's saying is if you had a start
explanation part
right here, then getting all of like the backstory of how we got here would have been done better. Instead of you telling us all this up front and we just like, okay, well now I'm just following you dumbasses.
Y'all, the movie didn't have the type of material. I'm joking, but I'm being serious. This film would have been 30 minutes because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They put that in the beginning. They probably filmed that shit last because they were like, damn, this movie only 10 minutes long. We got to add something. Fuck it, add a waterfall and a helicopter ride.
We might have had more time at the resort though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like if it could have really started with them getting on the helicopter to the resort, then we would have found out
I don't
that
even
it was
care about her birthday.
Right. Okay. And then that's the other thing, like, because I know, John, you said they don't want to go to the resort. Well, why the fuck did you bring me here in the first place if you wasn't going to follow through? You did all of this asking somebody to take us to this island, but y'all want to go to this damn waterfall? Like, that don't make no sense. That makes no type of sense.
You know, them resort things you be watching on Instagram, beautiful destinations and shit like that, where it show you something pretty. 9 times out of 10, the island had a beautiful destination that they really wanted to see, but you know, it's been closed down for a hot minute. And that's why they went. They didn't really want to go to the resort. That was this bitch thing. They was like, let's just go have a good time. But she wouldn't shut the fuck up. So they're like, okay, we're gonna go. Because you literally won't shut the fuck up. And they budget wouldn't allow it because we seen them effects.
Listen. The charcuterie board looked better than the other effects in this movie. Like,
cool movie.
I do have an issue though with them reading the map because they didn't land on the beach. They landed on a cliff.
Oh man. It's not another issue. I hate that. Dang.
Oh man. Back to the future. Lex is trying to convince the detective that the half-faced girl isn't a legend. She told him about everything in the past that we've seen thus far, and that the moment at the waterfall was the last time she felt safe and peaceful, after her ass ain't wanting to get in the waterfall and kept crying about going to the fucking resort. He then asks her if they ran into anyone or saw anything out of the ordinary because, you know, he wants to help her friends, and we go back to the past.
First of all, what was, and I would normally say this for my review or my ending wrap up, what the hell was this music? This movie felt like one long, crappy ass YouTube blog.
It did. The music really did make it feel like a crappy YouTube vlog, that royalty-free music.
And it was so the same, and then they had the nerve to keep using the same track. And like, okay, now look, let me stop.
And I be doing the same shit too. No, because when I used to make vlogs, I used to use the same track and just like
same time.
Well, no, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that some horror movies, yes, they'll use the same track throughout, but usually it's because it's either someone's theme, like Dewey has a theme, or The Danger has like a certain type of theme that's going on. Like, you know, that music is a cue for something. This was just annoying.
They watched Silent Hill. They thought this was a good ass idea. I'm gonna keep mentioning that movie until y'all watch it. But they thought that damn same ass song was a good idea. It wasn't. Was not. Watch Silent Hill. That's it.
Well, Playtime in the waterfall is over, and now it's time for lunch. While chowing down on a tequila soaked sandwich, Sam tells his backstory of sleep paralysis. As a child, he didn't know that what he was experiencing was sleep paralysis and he thought it was a demon. But when he got to college, he learned about it and said, fuck ghosts. Cute, logical explanation. He goes to pee on a tree and he thinks he sees someone watching them in the distance. Turns out it was just a sheep hanging from a tree.
This was the best effect in the movie.
It really was.
This was the one thing that I was like, oh, dang, if you squint a little bit and look to the left, that actually does look fine.
That was my favorite Sam moment too, out of the whole movie. And I think I've experienced that before, but I think that was a real demon. So I don't know about no sleep paralysis, but something about his delivery in that scene, I was very cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
His sarcasm, if you will.
The crew continues to hike and they run into a radio tower that Bree thinks is a cell phone tower. Sam goes to climb it, but when he touches it, he fakes being electrocuted. Now it's time to head to the resort. They rip a hole in the fabric outside of the fence to make a hole to climb through, and now it's time to explore. Honestly, Sam is so fucking stupid. Oh, my nipples are so hard.
I thought that was hilarious.
I thought it was funny too.
I was dying, yo.
I was hoping that he wasn't playing. I was hoping that it was actually real.
You too, Kyle?
Yes, I was hoping it was real. I was like,
he's so stupid.
I was like, yes, we got our first death. And then it wasn't. Fucking wasn't.
No, I actually thought that was cool. That was cool.
While exploring, Sam gets a little excited and takes a cinder block and throws it through glass twice.
This is when I started hating this man.
I was annoyed because I'm like, I don't care if it's abandoned.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
They always wanted to do that. Shut your ass up.
There are other ways to vandalize a building than throwing a brick through that. No. You could have just saved it. You could have went inside and threw it at one of the fucking mirrors on the inside. Like, have some couth, okay? Just have a little bit.
He's like that one drunk friend that you can't take nowhere because he downed the whole bottle of Casamigos by himself.
This dude had Casamigos and the little shooters. I was like, dude, like,
he was drunk.
He was scared.
Honestly.
He was terrified, yeah. People do that.
Now, there's a little foreshadowing that happens. They're sitting in the lobby and they look down and there's a drop from the lobby level of the hotel down into the atrium. After looking at that, they decide to go explore room 306, but not before Sam drunkenly crashes a bell cart into the elevator door frame while screaming, "Ghost ride the whip!" He's so stupid. Bro. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny. I laughed.
Leave AAVE alone. It is not for you. It sounds mad corny when you say
stupid that it was funny. Like, it was so bad, it was funny to me.
I was waiting to die.
Did y'all, because John A brought up the foreshadowing, did y'all know that was going to lead to something?
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
Because you're not going to sit there and be like, oh, wow, that's a long drop. And then nobody falls from it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that might have been a part that I was snoozing.
I don't blame you, yo.
honey, when I say snooze fest, I struggled. And I was not about to watch this again. And I did. And I was mad about it. But snooze fest.
Did you? Ashley's experiencing what I experienced a lot.
No, we know. We all be sitting here like, damn, how did you fall asleep through this? Oh, you watched it super, super late while you was doing da-da-da-da-da and other things. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. When they zoomed in on the elevator doors, when they started walking down the hall, I really expected them to open. I was kind of let down.
I'm trying to recall that specific point.
It was right after he it was right after that.
Yeah. So I might have still been rolling my eyes a little bit.
See? I'm not alone.
While Bree, Lex, and Chris explore room 306, Sam explores the pool filled with dirt and were rudely interrupted by going back to the future where Lex is boringly telling the detective that room 306 wasn't spectacular. She just wanted to get pics for her story. Well, according to the detective, there's no photos of the resort, and the pictures stop in her phone before her arrival. Ooh. Back in the past, their photo op is interrupted by swarms of birds overhead. Shit reminded me of the birds for real. Bree and Chris take this as the cue to leave. It's 5:45 and they have to hike to the boat, but Lex's ass don't want to leave. We have time. Why did we bring flashlights if we're not going to be here at night? This sucks. Oh, no. I really need something for my story.
We brought flashlights in case of emergency. You dimwit. Like, what the girl?
And like Chris said, it's going to get dark on the hike back. So we brought them for the hike back.
When I tell you there comes a time when I would have knocked somebody the fuck out.
It would have been them. It had to be them.
I swear to God, I'd have hit that gun in her face. Hard as fuck.
There's another point where I would have knocked the shit out of her, and I will wait.
Dangerous. We're not going to die on the hike. We have flashlights.
This the first. Well, this is mine. I don't put up with shit like this. When I say I'm ready to go, well, hell, I know you didn't experience it. When I be like I'm ready to go or leave, I'm fucking gone. It ain't like I'm away. It ain't. I will go by my fucking self. Hello Kitty Cafe is a good example. I'm not gonna wait for anybody else to be like, let's go. I will leave you. So if the whole group talking about they want to go and you don't, it's time to figure out what the fuck your hands can do. I'm gonna knock you slap the fuck out. Let's just drag the bitch on. Can't leave her.
They couldn't figure out where they came in from. So Chris's Hulk self decided that he wanted to dig a hole in the ground in the rain instead of just finding the hole in the fence that they came through. This is when Lex realizes that she left her bag in room 306.
This is when I would have knocked the fuck out her. Why did you wait until we get to the fence to say you left your bag? But then also, you dumbasses, all of y'all are in y'all 20s. Why did y'all not y'all could have stayed in groups, even though I'm not for splitting up. Why did y'all not just go in groups of 2 and just walk around to find the hole? Are y'all this is what the movie already had started stupid, but it progressed the stupid. I was like, y'all can't be this dumb. And then Man Bun Boy, what is you pulling this weed gonna do?
I mean, he just gonna dig a hole, crawl up under there.
This is not Lion King 1.5. We not about to dig a tunnel, honey. What is happening?
I was more mad at Lex for not, like, 7 o'clock. We got to be on that boat. Like, there's no anything else. Like, that's the rule of the day. We missed this boat. That's it.
Right. And then it's not like that was the only day that they could have come back. They were staying there for the whole week, so they could have came back the next day.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been no problem. Yeah, they ain't got their Groupon helicopter ride no more, but the boat still working the next day. 2, you could run really fast and go get your bag and I'll wait on you. Or while I don't hop the fence or some shit. There are so many options. Like you can catch up to us. Like I can tell the boat they can wait you on the way. You should be running or some shit. But I'm leaving.
I get her complaining and being territorial about her shit, but the nigga offered to buy you all new stuff. I would have went with the.
I would have been like, man, forget the bag, bro. Yeah, we out.
And then he good for it. He paid for your ticket and all your other stuff here. So
exactly.
I swear. Yeah. And also, why would you bring all your important shit with you in the first place to go look at a resort? Like, you're going somewhere, you ain't got no business. Why the fuck would you take important documents that can get lost, eaten by an animal, anything with you? Are you fucking stupid? My shit gets locked in the fucking safe and it'll come out again. Does not come out until I fucking leave. You're an idiot.
I do agree with Sam though, because that is the exact moment in scary movies that pissed me off.
Yep. I said yep.
Okay, now yes. That was the one time I was like, finally you're making sense.
One time he was making a logical statement that I could get behind. Okay. They was irritating the fuck out of me.
They go back to room 306 to get her bag, but it's not there. As they leave the room, you see the half-faced girl for the first time. Somehow, Chris gets separated from the other three, and he finds the bag in the corner of a whole other room that they never even went to in the first place. There's also a dead coyote in the room that looks like it was trying to escape when there's no coyotes to be known in Hawaii. But instead of leaving, Lex wants to take pictures.
Fuck it. First of all, the half-faced girl looked like she back there playing a game of hide and seek with her goddamn self. Just wanted to get that out there. Literally, she like behind the wall, like, oh, you can't see me. Like, yo, I know you see the bitch behind this wall. The shadow got to be casting or something. But fuck it. Let it go. Number two, if a dead-ass coyote laying here and it look like they don't chewed off their own arm, and you know they do that shit when they don't want to be here. One, it shouldn't be in Hawaii. Two, it don't chew itself to death. I'm leaving again.
Three, Sam, this is your fault because that's the window you broke.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Right. Animal cruelty. Peter, get on that ass right now. Oh, he's dead.
Thank God.
Now we're back full circle to the beginning of the movie with the smoking security guard kicking the Casamigos bottle and flicking his licked cigarette. But this time we see that the crew finds the cigarette. At first they blame it on Sam because he used to smoke, but he doubled down on the fact that he hadn't smoked in 6 months. Lex and Bree scream for help because the guards locked them in, which parallels back to what the security guards heard in the opening scene. While trying to find an exit, they hear one of the guards scream, and now Bree's timer is going off. They don't miss the damn ferry. I don't know why Chris decided that he had to be macho and be the one to break the glass door when my nigga Sam had it, and then had the nerve to take the keys to the guard's truck after Bree and Sam ran to it and got in it so that they can escape.
Well, I have a lot of things to say right here. This is why the opening scene does not work. This would have been so much better if we never seen this at all. Because like I said, like me and BJ pointed out, they wanted this to be like this is the beginning of the movie. No, it would have worked so much better if it was like, oh shit, they might have some help. They might have someone coming to help them. Oh no. Nope, that's it. They're dead. Damn, y'all hopeless out this bitch.
Them niggas dead. We know all y'all dead because this bitch in the hospital by herself. Like, literally, everybody fucking dead. They defeated everything. The whole purpose of the movie with us knowing everybody dead.
Then the one scare in the movie that actually scared me was the iPhone alarm, because that shit's scary in real life when it goes off, especially that specific ringtone, because why is the shit so loud? Why is it so alarming? I mean, it's an alarm.
I'm gonna wake up.
That's the one part I actually was like, ooh, but really? That was your best scare. That was the best scare in the movie. Upsetting. Then, yes, Chris, I'm with you. Why are we taking this car? I'm right with him. I would have took the keys too. Like, no, we're not doing this. If anything, I'll stand right here and wait. If they come back, then they come back. If they don't, then I don't know if I'm taking the security card because we're going to get in trouble and I'm not about that life.
While Chris is complaining about not wanting to go to jail, the doors to the truck slam shut, locking Bree inside. The truck magically starts, shifts into gear, and drives itself through the lobby and off the balcony, crashing into the atrium below.
See?
Chris goes down there to check to see if she's alive, and of course she's not. And back to the future we go. The detective doesn't believe the story about the truck driving itself off the lobby balcony into the atrium.
Which is stupid because y'all know the place is haunted. Even though we know what we know. But that makes no sense because you know the place is haunted. This is a place that is known for being fucked up and has documentaries on YouTube for being haunted. So you just telling me you just gaslighting her at this point, which yes, but.
Just like the detective off a damn dead silence, you don't believe shit stink.
Right.
Until you standing right beside it.
All right, we in the past again. After grieving for a little bit, they see some weird shit transform behind a pillar in the lobby, and so they take off running. In the basement, they run into the half-faced girl and take off running again. But Sam doesn't believe that it was her and wants to go back the same way that they came. So instead, or maybe not instead, they go towards an exit, but Sam gets snatched up because he was in the back. And this is why you don't be the last person in the group. They end up seeing Sam do some weird shit in the dark and then find him facing the wall. And lo and behold, this man is possessed, but his head turns around before his body does, and he attacks Chris.
Y'all owe Blair
stabs
Witch
him.
some money. Y'all owe Blair Witch some money because that's what y'all tried to do. Didn't work. Y'all also owe Diana some money. If you don't know who Diana is, then you know what? That's just too bad. Y'all owe Diana some money because y'all tried to bite her shit too. So
while he was possessed, Lex stabs him in the neck to get him off of Chris. He asks for help, and then his face gets ripped off from behind by the half-faced girl.
Y'all owe Poltergeist some money. Like, stop making me want to watch movies that are significantly better than this movie. Stop it, please.
You can watch paint dry.
I know everybody was complaining about the effects, but I did like that part for whatever reason. When she ripped the face.
I guess she said, you've been talking shit this whole time. I'm about to make you a believer.
I did like when she ripped the face too.
Yeah.
Unfortunate because I liked Sam.
Nah, bro had to go.
Like, it took y'all way too long to kill him. It took y'all way too long. And then that was the other thing, because this, okay. I'm pulling the BJ. Y'all see we do the same things. I'll just save this for later.
Chris and Lex run into the service elevator, but it doesn't start. In the meantime, Sam is calling for her while walking towards her. Chris tries to be like, I know you're in there, but Sam knocks his ass down and stomps out his head in one mean-ass stomp. Lex runs to the elevator and makes it inside and up to whatever level and starts crying.
I just want to point out that the one scene I did like was when she was playing, like, you know, like she was his little puppet master for his body, and she just backed up, like she holding her nigga, but she helping
Mary Shaw some money.
I don't. Yep, really do, because that's my bitch.
I was cracking up when he was just like Lex. That shit was funny to me.
And y'all dumb asses just standing there.
But no, my favorite kill though was him stomping out his head.
That was the best one. Yep, that was the best one.
And then the elevator ride was giving me haunted house with Lex.
Michael Myers, they owe you some money too, honey, because your head stump was immaculate, baby. Sorry. It was so many times I just wanted to turn this off and watch a different movie.
And it's crazy because they probably were trying to pay homage.
It probably was. And I was like, baby, look, this was the point and this was you.
Yeah.
While Lex is crying, she hears Bree singing happy birthday to her very slowly and creepily. And this girl, Lex, is asking her if she's okay when she was clearly dead in the bottom of the atrium. I just
tripping.
Bree, are you okay? Bree
Look
dead
at her
girl.
face. Look, she not okay. This
She's
bitch eyes white. She got all types of bruises and shit. No.
First of all, it ain't even that. Why would you think she okay if she's sitting there singing happy birthday? You think that's okay? That's the dumbass problem number one. Like, out of all the things she could be doing right now, happy birthday, and you want to ask if she's okay? Do you not, like, first of all, are you not, well, she's a writer. So she's a horror writer, paranormal, whatever, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You fraud. You are fraud. Like, what?
Call her Bella-Lycus, because she don't write none of her material.
None of it. Because I'm just trying, I'm baffled at how you would think that this, if anything, I needed you to be smart. I needed you to be Aaron. I needed you to be Tree. I needed you to be Grace. I needed you to be someone else but Lex, because what the fuck?
Don't bring them in this. Don't ever, no. We don't need her to be none of them bitches. Because this whole shit, it's all her fault any goddamn ways. Them motherfuckers wouldn't be in this situation.
You right.
Because they would have been at that damn waterfall, maybe. They would have went home. They would have got on that goddamn boat. This bitch need to be with all the other dumb bitches. That's what she need to be situated at.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
While singing, Bree lights a match, and the light from the match turns white, and now Lex is in like an all-white space, and no one else is there with her, and she's screaming. Well, her screaming is interrupted by us being back in the future with Lex telling the detective that it's all she remembers before waking up in the hospital. The detective still doesn't believe her ass and is like, well, we're going to go search the island until we find out who's responsible. Lex decides to pick up her phone and take a picture of the detective and zooms in on his arm. It's all veined up like Sam after he got possessed. The detective snaps, goes after Lex while laughing maniacally. Lex screams and crawls away crying to only stand up and realize she's not in the hospital. She's still in the damn basement of the resort. She turns back to the camera and screams, all veined up and possessed like Sam the detective, signifying she's dead and never escaped the resort. The end.
It was all a dream.
So you had me do all this for nothing. I would have preferred if you gave us the ending like we spoke about earlier, Brittany, where we in the hospital and we find out that it ain't all kosher. Like,
now, see, this is what I'm saying. If we would have started the movie and cut out the first 20, 30 minutes of it, you could get some more terror after this. Because I kind of feel like we went through an hour to get 10 minutes of action for the most part. It wasn't a fair exchange. And I think that's why I was upset. And also, that CGI was terrible. And on the all-white situation, I thought we went back to like the 90s, bro. Or even like the 80s for it. It looked really bad. Really bad. I couldn't believe that, like, unless that was on purpose, which I don't know why it would be, but that probably was the worst effect of the entire movie to me.
This whole movie wasn't on purpose. So I don't know.
I say this all the time. I watch a lot of YouTube horror story shorts, and a lot of times at the end, whatever the evil is, if it has like a little baddie or whatever, they do like a final shot where it like closes up into the teeth and the screen shakes and it's like, ah. Those look better than this. And those are 2D animated.
That looked pretty bad. But like I said, if we had some more time with the movie after this and maybe explain like where she's at now and all of that, and maybe the fight to try to get back, that would have been really cool.
Yeah. And like, here's the thing, like, y'all know, as my good man, Charles Lee Ray says, I have a high tolerance for nuts, but this was just fucking stupid. Like, even bad effects. Some bad effects, I'm like, oh, you know what? I could get over it. But when everything else is just bad, that just gives me the gas I need to just keep going. Y'all know how Brittany don't quit? That's me.
I really like the idea, though. I will definitely say that. I really like the idea of something crazy happening on a vacation resort.
So about the script.
I didn't write one.
Okay. It was improv.
Wait,
it was on the back of a napkin.
No, we playing, BJ. We playing.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, no.
Well, it was never finalized. So they were still changing up the story as they were filming, which was a challenge to them, according to the director/writer, because the original movie had a whole different ending. And so apparently their original ending left you thinking like, wait, what? But then it got changed.
I was still thinking that with this ending.
So the second alternative ending, which is how it ends now, is basically still the same way where it makes you think. And so he said that there's two ways to look at it, but he thinks that everyone has to figure it out for themselves and see what they think. And he's interested to see what everyone thinks.
I'm
I
interested.
Think he's a fucking asshole. Like, What?
I'm interested in seeing what the fuck was he thinking. Because this is clearly what I mentioned before, and that just proves it. This is when you write a paper 2 days before it's due, and you turn that bitch in at 11:59, 58 seconds.
No,
and
he
you press
didn't know
submit.
how he wanted to end the movie. He was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this and I'm going to say it's open to your interpretation. He didn't even know what his interpretation was.
That's the answer you get a professor.
That just frustrated me so much, man.
Yeah, like what?
I have something else to say
better
too.
off if you just said, like, yeah, this was the ending. I had another ending in mind, but I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do it. You could have lied to me and I would have took that.
There are so many people that would kill at the opportunity to make a movie like that. Like just, with that type of equipment and, the real Hollywood stuff. And they just kind of just pissed it away. That's crazy to me. That's very, I can't stand that.
Like, Quavo, now, you really put your money in this, honey.
Now, John A did, because the runtime seemed unusually like short.
155 minutes.
So was it supposed to be longer and they just cut a bunch out?
He didn't say. But they were on the time limit because the resort was scheduled to be demolished. So
right. So they probably it's like, man, look, let's just try to take advantage of this setting. Because if anything, all we can say is that nobody else can shoot here because we got it. And it's about to be torn down.
Yep. So,
just head out.
Ratings.
This movie had a 3.1 out of 10 on IMDb, a 41% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 2.1 out of 5 on Vudu, and 46% of Google users like this movie. BJ, how about you go first since you're the guest?
Okay. I can definitely comfortably say 15. And the reason being is because it did teach me a lot. Like I really felt, and from a storytelling perspective and writing and like creating stories and stuff, I learned a lot about how important it is to like take out all the fluff and stuff like that. So I came away from it better than I went into it. So I give it that. But if it wasn't for that, I couldn't. I could give it 5.
Okay, because look.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't finna hold you. Normally, I'd be bullshitting. You can take these 5 motherfucking tickets, and that's all I'm giving because it was real close to fucking 0. Okay. When I tell you, I felt like I was being tortured having to watch this movie again. I cannot. I will not. You can take these 5 tickets for participation. All right. I don't know.
That's what it's for?
That's
just
it.
For showing up?
You got this just for writing your name.
Okay.
I was so mad I fell asleep the first time watching this movie because I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch this again, and I do not want to. Like, I just if I can pull my pants down and shit on a movie, it would be this one.
Whoa.
Like,
don't you Amber Heard?
Okay. Look, and I told when we talked about that, I was like, dang, I don't ever think I could do that. This one, I would do it because I want to line everybody up. Quavo, I'm gonna give you a little exception because I understand you was just trying to get you some shmoney. I want to double slap everybody like this.
Yeah.
Like just take both hands to the side and go down the row and back. I'm gonna get this, and I can't even believe I'm giving it this much. Like, I'm gonna give it 10, and I'm giving it 10 because the iPhone scare was the best part of the movie.
Now, I will say that this was the dumbest movie that I have almost ever seen because I'm pretty sure there's other dumb movies that I have seen. And honestly, it was so bad that it was funny. Like, I enjoyed it. I looked at it more like a comedy.
Why do I feel like I'm about to get instantly pissed?
You are going to be instantly pissed.
Me too, because my hands to the side. Like, I'm just waiting.
A lot of people said it was comedy to them, though.
Yes, it was like comedy to me. And I was honestly only in it for Michael, aka Sam, to be honest, because I love him. Now, Lex, I'm sorry, I don't want to see you in anything else ever again. Now, I had a different score at first on my first watch. But after reading the director's interview, he said, you know, he just wants you to have fun watching it. Don't take it too seriously. Don't try to nitpick. And the second time I watched it, I really actually did have fun. So I'm giving it 60 tickets.
What the fuck?
Did you fucking say 60?
Good Lord.
Man, what's wrong with you?
Ring those bells!
Hold on, wait.
Turn in your bag
Everybody,
right the fuck now. No.
everybody stop this shit right the fuck
Right.
now. Ain't no way in fuck you said 60.
Ain't no way. No, let me. And I don't ever do this. I don't ever do this, but I'm going to do it today. I'm doing it the fuck today. Let me just look. Let me just hold up.
Jack Frost was 10. You don't have to scroll.
I'm not looking for Jack Frost. I'm not looking for Jack Frost. Just hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just make
What movie
sure.
you watch?
Because I'm just like, you gave Terrifier a 10 and you gave this a 60?
I did not like Terrifier.
Wait, hold on, wait. No, ain't no way in fuck you gave Terrifier a 10.
I didn't like Terrifier.
What? But you like this shit?
It was funny.
You really just like that dude. I think you really
right.
Just like
I think
that.
you just say you like him and go. Like,
yeah. I think that's what it is.
Don't play
you
with
gave
us
a
like that.
Nightmare on
60.
Elm Street 70 and you gave this 60?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that high. Like I'm you know what? It's
You
like
gave
that
the
you get.
Craft 65 and you gave this 60?
You gave Jennifer's Body an 80 and you gave this 60?
I don't think Jennifer's Body can be an accurate comparison. You have to take one of the higher movie ratings.
That is a higher movie rating because everybody else rated that motherfucker a 95 and you gave it an 80.
I'm saying the other movies that I rated higher versus Jennifer's Body, not a 60 to an 80.
You knew I was going to bring that movie up.
Puppet Master, I could get past that because I get it. I understand. That's fine. I get it. But
and also with Terrifier, you know, I don't like clowns, so.
But you still gave that movie a 10 though. Like I don't understand. You literally took the producer's answer of when they give you a shitty paper. And trust me, I know now.
I mean, do you want to hear my first score? My first score was 50.
That ain't no better.
That's still
that ain't
high.
much better.
Right, that's still high.
That's still high.
You need a participation trophy because ain't no way in fuck you give it this.
I'm gonna cut you one of them ribbons from my job. I had a happy participation day.
Well, let me ask you this: why is it a 60? Like,
besides Michael.
Well,
It
and
was the comedic relief.
But comedic, BJ trying to really rectify this. He like trying to put it in a box of his mind.
I mean, I'm just trying to understand.
BJ, I don't know if y'all heard him. He said, besides Michael and besides what the director said, what made you give this a 60?
I mean, I would have given it a 50.
What'd you say, BJ?
You were saying from the comedic, like you just watched it as a comedy though, right?
The second time around, yeah. So the second time around, I gave it a 60. After watching it, I immediately gave it a 50.
So, okay. So as a horror film, what would you give it?
This
Just
is
curious.
a horror movie podcast.
I still give it a 50.
Mm.
For a horror movie, you gonna
I
give
still give
it
it a 50. Like, I mean,
That hurts.
My
Yeah,
spirit said she want to leave. She finna go on vacation because she can't do this shit. She gonna come back because she just like this. This is a joke. It's a joke on her. What's that fucking song they were playing in damn Suicide Squad talking about the jokes on me? Play that fucking song right the fuck now because that's exactly what the fuck this is.
I do hope that somebody remakes this.
No, honey, leave. Oh, look.
No. The
resort
right,
gone.
the right mind can remake this and make it really good.
Yes, I'll take that. I was about to say we can only go up from here because.
And with the right cast and all of that, like it was just a lot of factors that, like, if the director would have came out and said, "Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. This is like my first time or second time," then because I have a tendency to be sympathetic. So I would probably be like, oh, okay, nice, cool. But
honey, this could have been
this on
a
Hulu,
YouTube
bro.
short. I've seen Alter shorts better than this. Like, Brittany, you watch Alter with me. Love, Death, Sex, and Robots. They got better shit than this. Like,
that fucking good bad traveling. Fucking 30 minutes, 50 minutes, some shit like that. And it's way better than this shit. And it was animated, okay? That I don't understand. And
that's
I don't get it twisted.
With the little claymation zombies that was like this big, that was fucking in the graveyard. Like
Night of the Many Dead, okay? Them motherfuckers was hitting. And I love animated horror. Don't get it twisted when I said it's animated. But that shit is good because it's hard to make a good animated horror short because sometimes them motherfuckers be hard. Shit get lost. They trying to worry about drawing and not the storyline. Them motherfuckers was hidden every fucking time. This, I don't know who the fuck wrote this. You want to watch something funny? Watch the fucking little 3 robot shit on Blood, Death, and Robot. That's funny. That's
you want to watch something scary? Go watch Disney Tower of Terror because.
You sure you don't want to go back to the draft, Shanae? Like, look at some notes. We watched the movie a 14th time or something.
The 14.
I rewatched the movie.
Would you watch the sequel, Johnny?
What would the sequel even be about?
We don't know.
It's a lot
that go to the resort. No, they gonna make it a prequel.
I still think with that ending, I don't think that we got to a destination with that ending for whatever reason. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm just like didn't put everything together. But like so she's dead. That's it. She died.
Right, I think so.
Right,
because she's all veiny and still there.
So
and you saying you think so?
But you gave it 60 tickets. Wait, this is
I said that I was dropping it back down to 50.
She just like Sam, yo. That's all. She got a crush.
Okay,
I dropped it
like
back
Sam and go. You like the director. You trying to make us think. I want you guys to think. No,
I dropped it down to 50.
I thought this
that was my score.
We not using no imagination.
You can take 50 tickets and go.
We can take this and go. This ride will never see the light of day in this park ever again.
Never again.
Like Soul Survivors was better than this.
I ain't even see that movie.
So fine. Okay. 50 tickets it is. Moving
you
on.
said it like 50, like a big improvement.
What? At least now it qualified as a doozy.
I mean, it was still gonna be a doozy anyway because it was 3-1. It was still gonna be a doozy anyway. But
he was a minority, and this was homie.
Right, it's a certified doozy now. Souvenir shop.
All right. Well, yeah.
Thanks for writing. Before you go, take a detour into the souvenir shop.
This movie will not see a damn souvenir in this park, okay? At least not from me.
Listen, I can't even give it a souvenir. You know what I want for a souvenir? Go rewrite this goddamn movie. Go build this fucking resort back. Make it the exact same way. And you try harder. You know what? The professor gave you some extra time to do this paper because they saw the potential you had. And they were like, you know what? I know this movie can be great. Go rewrite some shit. If you want to, take the Descent 2 approach. Do something. Do anything. Anything. You can make this better.
Don't copy nobody, baby.
They copied everybody for this fucking movie. You got to give them somebody to work off of, all right? They plagiarizing like a motherfucker. They don't even know how to do it right. They just copied and pasted and didn't change the fonts or the colors.
BJ, can I suggest what I think you would think is a souvenir for this movie?
Yeah.
The Stephen King book that you've read. I think you need to pass this to them.
Yeah.
Or at least send them the link.
Definitely. Because a lot should have been taken out. A lot of that, just the setup and all of that.
This movie was fluffier than the Serta mattress.
It just kind of seems like none of it was important to them. So take it out.
This movie's fluffier than me on a Tuesday. I just can't.
Well, my souvenir would be to sell Casamigos bottles when you get off the ride.
Okay.
Is there
I also would throw in like a picture or something of the scenery because I really did appreciate. I've never been to Hawaii and I always want to go. So that's something else I did appreciate of the film. So
The pictures of the resort that no longer exists.
no, not the resort. The
The
actual
scene.
like.
Oh,
Hawaiian
wait a
scenery and
minute.
all that.
Now that you say that, you know what pissed me off?
What?
Y'all gave us a skull-shaped island and we never even fucking see it. I just thought about that. We never even see that it's like a skull. I would have at least been like, oh shit, do they not see this? This is dangerous. No? Okay.
That was in the YouTube video. They said it was
So-
shaped like a skull.
No, if you look at the thumbnail before you click on the movie on Hulu, it's like a skull island with the helicopter flying off.
And the resort is literally in one little part. of
Yeah.
it. And y'all could have at least made that the nose of the skeleton because it looks like a nose of the skeleton. Y'all could have at least did that. But I guess it wouldn't be by the beach and then it wouldn't be safe.
Now, the actual movie poster, which is strange, it's a door hanger, but if you're not really paying attention, it looks like a minion.
Then another souvenir, even though I said this movie would never fucking see a souvenir, but I think this would be cute. We could just have a helicopter figurine and we could just say it's just there for decoration, but you could buy one.
Yeah, I'm cool with the helicopter.
Yeah.
We need a Groupon.
Nah, I
They will
mean,
not be offering Groupons to the park.
What? No, not to the park, but just a Groupon, like for helicopter rides. I would never.
okay.
That was 3 out of 4 for this theme in August. If you want to see the rest of the movies in the lineup, maybe you missed some episodes, you can catch us on B180 Podcast at IG, Twitter, TikTok, and our extra goodies on Patreon. Our next episode is 2007's Vacancy. So that one, I don't know where the fuck that's streaming, but I'm pretty sure you can find it on Netflix or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's there because it's always there. Thank you, BJ, for being a special guest on this show and giving insight to your thoughts. Once again, can you tell the people where to find you?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me on Instagram and Twitter at BJamesLive. Say hi.
Thanks for coming, BJ.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, BJ. It was
Y'all
fun.
Y'all the best.
It's because I'm a Leo.
I had a great time.
Don't start.
I'm not sorry. I don't know why I said sorry. It's knee-jerk reaction.
All right, bye, guys.
Don't you try to move me on. Well, you and your 50. All right, everybody.
Next week.
Leos are amazing. I will see y'all next week. We love to see it.